Great tune. Elderbrook bringing us in today. Yes, sir. Namaste, everyone. Namaste. How are we doing, fellow waves? How are we doing out there in the universe? What is going on, people? I gotta tell you, what's going on over here is high vibration. I just had such a beautiful call with a fellow wave, and I am so excited for that fellow wave, for the journey they are starting. My goodness. It's so beautiful to see someone step up and say, I'm tired of feeling like shit. As Tony Robbins says, change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. I will say it again, Tony Robbins. Change happens when the pain of staying the same is the pain of change. And it was so, so beautiful to share that time with that fellow soul just now. So, wow. Vibrations are flowing. No doubt about it. Lisa, Jude, Linz, namaste. Hello, how are you? Cam Scully, my spiritual brother. What's hanging, pal? Who do we got out here in Instagram land? Corey Katina, good evening, everyone, he says. Namaste, brother. Who else we got out here? We got Brendan, we got Corey, we got Kelly Butler, we got Justin Goncalves. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Haven't seen you on the stream before, I don't think. Justin, where are you tuning in from? Kelly, where are you tuning in from? Corey, how's it hanging tonight? Brendan, I know you might be buzzing a little bit too, pal. How's it hanging over there? How's it hanging over there? How's everybody's Monday been? I gotta check in to see. I haven't checked since I put up the poll of the meditation streaks, but I think a whole bunch of people got it in pretty quick. We got the time going a little more consistently there now, right? A little more consistently with the time I'm checking in on it. What was really cool yesterday is Sam Levins, the fellow wave who joined our stream yesterday, who is the mental performance coach of Chicago and Rockford. She reached out, so we're going to link up. So the stream is bringing all sorts of people into my sphere, and that is the point, to connect, to vibrate with people. Look at Brendan, vibing hard, LOL. Had to grab some food and glad to join and just chill tonight. Amen, brother. Amen. Let's get into some hockey stuff, eh, Brendan? Get into some fun stuff too. We can just bounce around. We got the Leafs out there in the late game versus the Colorado Avalanche. They're probably going to get piss pumped, unless the Leafs just go in there and play the game of their lives. They're on a little bit of a streak right now, but that'll be interesting. Put out the Reeves-Olivier fight review today. Definitely was an interesting one to make because Revo after it was talking so highly of Matthew Olivier. He definitely never spoke about me that way. I didn't earn the respect, but saying that he just followed the code and fought that fight just because Matthew asked, my goodness, did he make it way harder on me when I asked? Way harder on me. Frickin' guy. But I don't know, Brandon. Obviously, you're a Leafs guy, so let's get into that too, pal. Like, I think they got to just change the whole team up, man. I really do. If I'm Brad Treliving, I know their record's 22-15. They're not far out of first. It's a very tight division. I just don't see it happening. I did that video where I think there's only 12 teams in the league that can win the cup just based on the construction of their roster. I see it the way the NBA is. You got to have top-end players that are mean, that play really hard. It's the only way you're going to win a cup, in my opinion. It takes that violence. It takes that grit. So that's where we're at. With that. I don't think the Leafs have a sniff. But that being said, Colorado, they got a guy like Josh Manson that's running around, killing people this year, hitting people so hard, dropping the mitts. They have that kind of attitude on their team. They got Brent Burns who plays super hard. You know, McKinnon will reverse hit you. He's mean. Cale Makar is mean. He's got a killer instinct. You know, they love the game. The passion's there. The Leafs just don't have that. Does Willie Nylander have that passion? Great guy off the ice. I love him. But does Does Amats, great guy, so nice to me off the ice, does he have that killer instinct? Is he going to lay down in a big game, stick his face in front of a shot? Brandon, you were doing it in frickin' minor hockey. Brandon was telling me frickin' Aaron Ekblad is who he played up against growing up with, and his worst injury was frickin' 2-pad stacking, trying to block a shot and taking an Aaron Ekblad 1T in the dick. Thank God he had a cup on. That's the only reason he still got a damn horn on him. Frickin' animal. Burns is a dog, Corey. Burns is a dog. I got some great Brent Burns stories. I mean, they'll be in the book, but I'm not afraid to share these ones. This guy, I'll save a couple unique ones for the book, but man, this guy was so much fun to be around. He's more unique and more weird than everybody thinks he is. Okay, I always talk about this. You meet people in life, you know, where you've only seen them on TV or something, or you have a reputation, they have a reputation that you've been told about, and then you see if it lives up to it. You know, yeah, I will for sure, Corey. So, like, I can remember going to Minnesota and meeting Zach Parise the first time, right? That was the first guy I ever met who I'd seen only on TV. And he was awesome, super nice guy. So it was a great start that way. It wasn't the case for everybody, that's for sure. But with Brent Burns, I mean, you guys should see. I think I archived the footage. Maybe I archived those posts on my Instagram. But I would make like reels when I was playing for the team. I'd literally make reels and like post them on my Instagram of like his comments in the media. And he literally said, and it was true, the first day of training camp, like one of the first drills, I ran Burnsy over. I was trying to make the team. He knew I was, you know, a fighter and stuff, but he's 240 plus pounds. And I ran him over. And from that day, he loved me. And that's just the kind of guy you want to play with, you know? He didn't get on me that he's a star and I'm a nobody, you know? I ran him over. And from that day, he was just chirping me out of fun the whole time. And I can remember one practice. We're playing in, no, we're at the SAP Center, and we're doing a 3-on-3 drill, and it's 3-on-3 below the dots. So the whole team's lined up across the top of the face-off dots. So we're all facing into the one end, and the drill is to practice, you know, 3-on-3 forechecking and 3-on-3 the D trying to break the puck out. And the D have to get the puck and skate it over the line. They can't just pass it to someone. They got to get it and skate it over the line. So I'm in the corner and we're battling, and my stick, you know, sometimes your stick gets knocked out of your hand. Well, the puck goes to the other corner. Burnsy goes out of his way back to where I am trying to pick up my stick, and he pitchforks it into the glass. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And I try to grab him, and then he pushes it and he pitchforks it then over the glass because there's netting behind the net, right? So he makes sure that he's past that. He pitchforks my stick into the empty stands. Now I'm in the drill with no stick. So he's obviously fucking around. So I just say, screw it. And I just chase after him. He goes into the other corner to get the puck. I jump on his back like a monkey. In an NHL practice, I'm now on Brent Burns' back. Okay, and he's so big and strong, he doesn't go down, but then I end up pulling him down, and we go down in a heap, and now we're just full-on jiu-jitsuing MMA in the middle of a drill. And Bugner's just pissing himself laughing, the coach. Everybody's losing it because they know that we go back at it all day. If I miss the net, Burnsy's yelling at me from the other end. Gaber, hit the fucking net. Like, he's just on me all the time. But he's always trying to fire me up, right? So in the media, he literally says this. I should probably pull up the video. He's like, oh, I tell Gabes every day to get us going. And I edit it and I reverbed it. And I tell Gabes to get us going every day. Well, I tell Gabes to get us going every day. He first drill of practice, he ran me over. And that guy's just nuts. Oh, fuck. So much fun, dude. So much fun to be around. What do we got here, Brandon? Since the firing of Savard and the power play stepping up, it's been a solid jolt to the team, and they're starting to stand up for each other more. But I can see where you're coming from, because at times they revert to old habits and see them curl back up, basically, and it's just disappointing. I agree, man. I agree. Like, you can put the Leafs in a nutshell. It's Willie Nylander in that playoff series against the Tampa Bay Lightning, going in the corner with Eric Chernak and jumping out of the way. In the playoffs. He jumped out of the way from touching the puck first and gave it to Chernak. And this isn't like he's built like Mitch Marner. Like, Marner's legit 175 pounds. Willie Nylander's like 205, 200 pounds. He is so strong. Like, in the gym, I couldn't believe the first time I worked out with him. He's a freaking tank. Those, like, legs like pillars. He's so strong. It's just a choice. It's just a will that he doesn't want to go in there. That's what happens. It makes no sense to me. Literally makes no sense. Like, if he's that strong, why wouldn't he be going in there? Namaste, Kat. How are you doing out there in TikTok land? I see all the likes you're throwing in here. Thank you so much, Kat. Where are you tuning in from? Drop us a comment where you're tuning in from. Corey says, I love the story of him losing his snake for almost a year. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, it just keeps going. I got more. What's going on, Wyatt Glass? Christian Cairo, what's going on, brother? How's it hanging in pro hockey, pal? Who do we got here? Christian Tremblay says, hot takes on the Tendy situation in Ottawa. Okay, before I go back to Burns, I don't know. They're handling it like it's straight bullshit. Like, you could look at it and say they're addressing it, so does that mean it's true? And if they didn't address it, maybe that means that they're just ignoring and it wasn't true. But they've been pretty unified that it's just straight up bullshit. And whoever said that, I mean, they could all have just collectively said, hey, this happened. It is what it is. We have to put up a unified front now and just say that it didn't happen. But that's risky because it's going to come out another way. I don't think Steve Staios and Brady Tkachuk are coming out this confidently if it actually happened, in my opinion. So I'm thinking it didn't happen. I'm thinking it's a rumor. But Corey Katina loves the one about losing his snake. So how about this? For Burns' 1,000 games in the NHL, guys usually get a watch. Guys usually get, a jersey, plaque, all these different things they do for him, right? You know what the San Jose Sharks guys got Burnsy? 2 gazelles. 2 fucking African gazelles for his ranch in Texas. Because he's got fucking zebras. He's got all sorts of shit. One day he came to the rink and he's like, boys, tough one back home. And we're like, what happened? He's like, I guess the zebra herd has a new stallion. The one stallion beat out the other one, and the new one killed the fucking baby zebra because it wasn't his. And we're all like, holy fuck. That's pretty intense. That's pretty intense. So yeah, Brent Burns, people, like Corey says, he's got a whole snake house, breeds exotic snakes. He has zebra, he has gazelle. He then goes out and hunts his own animals in his property and eats them. It's crazy. So Christian says, think Reimer goes on a run, had a rough AHL game. I don't think Reimer goes on the run. I've never been a big fan of Reimer. He has such a weak glove. He's obviously had a great career. I'm not taking anything away, but I've never been a big fan of Reimer. I remember Sidney Crosby, every time Penguins came to town, it would go to a shootout or in the game, and Crosby would just rip on his glove. Every time, come down as a lefty off the left side and just rip it, chip shot, high glove. But Corey says about the Ottawa situation, you don't address it if there's nothing. So there you go, Corey. It's like the reverse psychology there. So that's what you're going with. You think that if there isn't anything, they don't say anything. But if there is something, they're addressing it. All right. Time will tell, says Christian. Time will tell. 10% life. Namaste. Welcome in, fellow soul. Welcome back to the stream. Christian, it's been an adjustment as a fan. So you're a big Sens fan, Christian? Are you out from Ottawa, or do you live in a different place? How's Lynn's going out there? How's the new semester? How's the new classes? You have such a decent load of class. I mean, it's decent to me because I've been in school since I'm freaking 18 or whatever, but it seems like you have 4 solid classes. We talked about that before, and you're excited about the one of them, but how's the classes going so far, Lynn's? Also, I want to shout out my brother Cam Scully messaging me today, and he's like, you know what? With my travel last week, got a little out of my meditation routine, but now I'm seeing that no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, get up, meditation first thing. So that's a spiritual freaking gong right there. Ba-dong! That's a fucking fire me up, baby. That's what I like to hear from my spiritual brother. Amen, brother. Amen. Yes, man, since 2007. Okay, so you're in it for the long haul. So you must be fired up, Christian. They got the new building coming. You got the new owner. You got Brady Tkachuk. So here's my question for you. Is Brady Tkachuk going to stick around? What is your opinion on that? Because I certainly have my opinion. What is your opinion on Brady Tkachuk in Ottawa long term? Corey says, I'm not saying the reports are accurate about the Senators. I just think there's something there, and by commenting, you could be drawing attention away from the real issue. Gotcha. Well, it works both ways, right? I saw a lot of narrative on Twitter that, or X, that people didn't even know about the rumor until they addressed it, and then everybody was more aware of it. So kind of backfired in that sense. But I don't know if Sharzy was coming tonight. I think he had maybe a game or something, his nephew's game. But let's dive in. Let's dive into what's going on in the National. Oh, did I not connect that? Yeah, I thought I did. Always times out. There we go. But yeah, want to know Christian's view on the Senators, if Brady Tkachuk's going to be sticking around. Very curious. He says, I think he'll stick around if we're heading towards the team needs to go. If we go backwards, then I think he might want to go elsewhere. Okay, well, I don't disagree necessarily. I just have a gut feeling that he's a Matthew Tkachuk, I just have the gut feeling that he's gone as soon as he can after this one. It's just how I feel. I don't know. But I will say he does seem more loyal than a Matthew Tkachuk somehow. He seems more like team guy. Like I'd take Brady over Matthew on my team any day personally. I mean, he's a heck of a hockey player. My goodness. He's so freaking good. He just drags people into the fight, but how many years left on the deal does he have? He's making this $8 million till when? 27, 28. So 2 more seasons after this. I think that's a good enough time, wouldn't you say, Christian? He's got this season and 2 more seasons to see how it goes. I mean, look at it. So, first of all, here's the thing. There's no way he's going to be in a Connor McDavid situation. If there's any doubt, he's gone. The only way he's staying, I think, is in the next 2 years. They take off. Like, if they're close, I don't think he stays. If they win, I don't know. I don't even see if they win. I think if he wins, he says, I did my job, and then I go to the States. Yeah, I just don't see him staying. Christian says, have you ever played against the Sens in your whole career, whether it be exhibition or actual game? I don't think I did, brother. I don't think I did. I think the closest I got was, I know. I just played there in the preseason for the Leafs. That's it. And I played there in junior against them. That's it. But they have good pieces in Ottawa, but Ullmark has been really, really subpar. You know, like his record's 14-8-5 when he's in the net, and he's got an .881 save percentage. That is atrocious. And an .866 backup. Hunter Shepard would come in .833, and Mads Sogard. Like, they are just leaking in the pipes. So to get someone, they'd have to attract someone. I'm not saying, nobody's really saying Ottawa's the most sexy, attractive place. Ullmark signed this big ticket. He's there for a long time. So unless they get a goalie, there's definitely no way he's sticking around. Chris Howard, welcome in. Namaste. Dominic, nice long hair, he says. Dominic, I appreciate you, man. It is getting pretty freaking long, eh? I got the little top bun going on right there. It is getting long. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Chris Howard, I remember DMing you once about Alexis on Fire. Hope you're good, dude. Damn, I love me some Alexis on Fire, dude. They are so good. Their old songs, frick. Oh, we could vibe to that, man. I would love that. I hate how I can't play music as often because I get freaking flagged for... Oh, Christian loves Alexis Fire. Alexis on Fire is pretty fire. Amen, dude. Amen. I wish I could play more stuff on here and not get kicked off for copyright. Oh, Phil. The empty nester Phil, without an Owen Sound attack captain in his house anymore. He got traded away. Phil, I hope you're doing all right, pal. I know you're probably missing Bedsy. I know how important you were to him. So, boiled frogs, dude. Oh my God, it gets me going. Shit gets me going, dude. Whoo! I used to listen to so much Alexis on Fire before hockey games. It get me so fired up. So fired up. What do we got here? Nolan Thompson, namaste, brother. Welcome in, pal. How you doing, fellow soul? How goes it out there? How are you and the lady doing? Chris says, I'm so lucky. I've seen them in the UK 3 times. They're so good. You've seen them in the UK 3 times. Damn, dude. So that's where you're from, Chris? You're over the pond there? Whereabouts in the UK? I can't remember exactly. Phil says it's all part of the game. Amen, brother. It sure is. And hey, Phil, I'm sure you are quite aware, and actually, what am I talking about? You're probably way more aware than me. There was quite a lot of maybe, let's say, tastefully not so good stuff going down with the attack. So it sounds like it was a much better situation for Bedsy. So I'm very happy for him in that sense. Shazi34, welcome in, Shazi. Namaste. Chris says, hey, Mom, at your funeral is the reason I own a guitar. Oh, damn. Damn, dude, you are a big fan. Big fan. It's freaking awesome, dude. Alexis on Fire. Anybody doesn't know who Alexis on Fire is out there in the stream, you should check them out. Very unique band. Like, man, in one band you got Dallas Green from City and Color, just this amazing voice. Then you got the in-between voice. I don't know that artist, that singer's name, but they have a guy that's between like a normal voice and the screaming voice, and then they have a real fucking amazing screamer like singer. I don't even know what that's called, if that's what it's called. But they have just so many different talents in that band. They can play music so many different ways. It's so emotional. It's so intense. I'm jealous you've seen them 3 times, man. Yeah, I'm outside London. It's just gone midnight. Don't think I'll be up for the Leafs game tonight. It's 3 a.m. in the UK. You were up late, brother. I got family in Scotland, and they would stay up to watch me play all the time, and I just thank them because that's late as hell, dude. But Nolan Thompson's coming in hot and heavy. What are your intentions for 2028, he says? What are the intentions for 2028? Or sorry, wow, 2026, my bad. My intentions for 2026? I don't got none, brother. And that's what's so beautiful. That's the freedom. I so built my life on having dreams and hopes and goals and intentions and all these things. I got nothing, pal. I got nothing. At the highest, that's what I'm constantly in my brain, that's what I'm constantly seeing. I have to speak what I am into
well, hello there, fellow soul. Namaste to you and yours. As always, as always, as always. Well, hello there, fellow soul. Namaste to you and yours. As always, as always, as always. Divine present moment to you, to you.
Whatever comes with
Divine present moment to you, to you. Okay, okay. Okay, I literally found who I thought I wanted to be. I clearly made in the mirror what I wanted to see. Thought I got everything I wanted actually. Moving with a passion, show my father what he couldn't see. I couldn't see the forest from the trees, I had to leave. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't believe that this is all that life could be. Took a breath, took a step, now I'm growing the team. Now I see that the divine present moment is better than I thought that it could be. I thought I was fighting life, really I was fighting me. I was going hard, fighting to be somebody. Now I'm happy being nobody. Now I see, yeah, now I see. Well, hello there, fellow soul. Namaste to you and yours. As always, as always, as always.
Namaste, fellow soul. How's it going on, brother? Jesse Green, namaste, brother. What's going on? Bearded people says sucks, man. You're the fucking man. You're the fucking man, dude. Voices on Fire, they're the boys. Rumjack's the band, okay.
I did what I could with what I had and what I knew. And I was praying in my own way too. Took some heavy hits and some heavy fists, but I made it through. Yeah, now I'm howling at the moon. Collective coming soon. It's already done, yeah. Sooner than soon, I'll meet you on Zoom.
Can you hear me now? Hear me now? There we go. Hear me now? There we go. There we go. Should be working. Sorry about that, Cam. Sorry about that, pal. They're banned. Chris Howard, you're such a good dude, radiating good vibes. Namaste, brother. I received that fully. Thank you so much, pal. It takes one to know one. Just want to reflect those vibes back to you, baby. This is what this stream's all about. Love and light. We come tap in. We come tap in to the energy. Okay, we're all out in our lives. This is why the show's called The Fight Plan. We're out there fighting life, fighting life. Then we come in to the vibes of love and light. We top up. We pick up some notes along the path. We learn and gain courage to drop the fight. We go back out into the world, and we all take that light and love and light that's emanating through all of us. We take it out into the world, and we are lights in this world. As we work on ourselves, we raise this world around us. That's what it's all about, people. That's what it's all about. Kat, where are you from out there in TikTok land? Would love to know. Let's see. Satoshi says, my student is the younger version of Youngblood in the movie. Really? Really? Who's that? Let me know who that is, Satoshi. Ryan Bluen, namaste, brother. Christian, this is my first time interacting with you. It's been fun doing this. Hey, man, it's been a freaking blast. Let's go. I love the new energy. There's always a fellow wave that can come in and bring some new energy. Let's go. I want to watch this Youngblood trailer. So, by the way, Christian, if you don't know, you're on Instagram live watching me, but I'm on Kick right now, and I share the screen, and you can watch me as I watch stuff along. And over here, you can just see this view, obviously. So, let me know if you want to jump onto the Kick stream. It's really easy to make an account. Just type in @CurtisGabriel. Takes 2 seconds. Okay, so new Youngblood movie trailer. Let's go. I'm fired up for this. Youngblood movie trailer. Okay, Youngblood official trailer starring Ashton James and Blair Underwood 4 days ago. Come on. Come on. Toronto International Film Festival. Exclusive first look at the Canadian trailer of Youngblood, only in theaters March 6th. Youngblood follows Dean Youngblood, Ashton James, a hockey prodigy who joins the Hamilton Mustangs and has to deal with toxic behavior during his journey to the NHL draft. The film is directed by Hubert Davis, Black Ice, and written by Charles Officer, Josh Epstein, Kyle Rideout, Seneca Aaron, Blair Underwood, Sean Doyle, and Henry Richard Picard also star. Let's go. Let's play this damn ad. It's fired up.
Style or substance.
Can you post a link
Or
for
here's
Kick?
another
Okay,
choice.
let's see if I can do that.
Don't stop.
I have it on my notes. I think I can do that. I have it on my notepad here. So let's see. I got the Kick link. Why isn't it loading? Where are my notes? Where are my notes? There they are. Kick link is here. Copy. I'll send it to myself. And paste. And then I'll go on my laptop or my iPad here. Copy. Oops, didn't mean to click it. Copy. Okay, here we go. There's the link for Kick. Got you, brother. I got you. Lisa Riggy, what's going on? Namaste. Cruz Bartley, Gooby Customs. I'm cool, man. What's going on, people? What's going on? If not, you can just message it to me. Oh, look, there it is. There we go. Yep. Yes, sir. Okay, I want to watch this trailer. I'm fired up for it. Man, this looks good. Make sure everybody can see it out here. Can I make it full screen? Yep. Let's go.
What I need you to understand is that nobody's offering you any free handouts. Now, hockey will teach you what you need to survive in this world. But you gotta work 3 times harder than the next man. How's that taste, boy? Don't work too long and hard for you to let anybody take this from you.
Hamilton Mustangs. They're calling up 2 players to fight for 1 spot. This is Dean's only shot to get back on the radar.
Let's go.
You got good wheels, man. We could have used you like 30 games ago.
Man, they're making this real, like, homegrown, eh? Like, really kind of a different look of camera angles.
Can't you take me down? You wanna go, Russ? Well, cause you never... Hey!
Trying to get yourself a second suspension out there, or what?
The Mustang on your chest is way more important than the name on your back. Clear? Clear.
Damn, this is different.
My dad's been telling me this story my whole life.
They're letting you play, huh? I'm talking to you.
Am I supposed to know you, bro?
This is gonna be fun.
Like I always gotta keep my guard up. You never know who's gonna stand in your way.
You don't know how many guys come through this league scoring fancy goals and then disappear?
You've been looking for a reason to send me home from jump.
Look, we all want to play so bad. Then you realize that you have to play it according to their rules.
Hey!
You actually have the chance to go far with this sport, and you're wasting it all. Go out there and give them hell.
Yes, ma'am.
You can only teach what we know.
If you're gonna lose, you lose right. You don't lose to yourself. Way out of Motor City, Let's go!
I worked my whole life for this.
Damn, that got better as it went. At the start, I was a little like, ooh, it kind of almost looked like, maybe it's just because we're used to different camera angles, maybe different cinematic angles. It looked a little like Bush League almost at the beginning, but that got better as it went. I really liked it by the end. I liked that at the end. That looks definitely like a watch. Amen. The first one, oh my God. The memories of watching that first one the first time blew my mind. That story, his girlfriend in it, the coach's daughter, everything. Oh God. Oh jeez. The original is tough to beat, obviously. It's so classic, but that was really nice. That looked really good. I definitely will watch that. Thanks for the shout out there, bruds. Willie Mac 9. Will Malcolm, what's going on, brother? How the hell are you? How's it hanging? He's already requesting to come in the damn live. He's buzzing. Christian says, still baffled it's Rob Lowe out there in the original, right? Yeah, kind of crazy, right? Such a good movie, though. Patrick Swayze plays such a good part in it. The Canadians up there. I couldn't imagine playing back then, though, with the hazing. Like, the hazing, from what I heard, even not long before I joined the O, was just wild, people. I am very fortunate. Owen Sound, I got away with that big time. Brock Visser, namaste, brother. How's it hanging, pal? How are you doing? How you doing? He says, what do you know about Coach Frost? I don't know much about that, but I do know that some really messed up shit went down. That's for sure, probably. You can't say for sure. I wasn't there, but a lot of smoke on that one, obviously. So a lot of different shit, man. I know I've heard the Akeem Alou stuff, what he went through, how that pushed him to do some crazy stuff. But he got treated like shit by Steve Downey and those guys. Willie Mack says, doing great, just got off the ice and gym, resting for my Monday nighter, feeling blessed here in the moment here in Vancouver. Amen, brother. Amen. Look at that great energy coming in here. Don't always have to have it. I want people to bring their darkness here too, but if you got that light, we'll take on that love and light, baby. He's doing great, ice and gym, resting Monday nighter, feeling blessed here in the moment in Vancouver. Amen. Amen, brother. I love to hear that. Let's go. Let's go. Cam says Joe Bowen was in the old Young Blood, was filmed in Ajax Pickering. It was, and I think the rink they did a lot of the filming in too, Cam, was at the what's it called, Ted Reeve Arena, East End of Toronto, and that is where I had my last skate as a pro hockey player, if you can believe it. So kind of got a little tie in there. What do we got? TikTok land. We got Spence. Do you miss the NHL, brother? I did for a long time. But I do not anymore, sir. I did for a good couple of years, and I really struggled with it. But now, I can honestly say what I was always looking for, playing out on that ice in the NHL, is what I already was. And now I just get to live that without having to do anything. I don't have to freaking train so hard. Which is not like it's a wrong thing. It was fun. But where I was playing from when I played hockey wasn't the right place. I was playing for peace instead of playing from peace. I was playing for an outcome. I wasn't just enjoying the game for what it was anymore, And I never set out to be a fighter, so. Willie Malcolm says, you know my story. You can tell it. Love you, man. Keep it up. Inspiring a lot of us. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. I have to go back in the DMs and read through. I talk to a lot of folks sometimes, so it's sometimes hard to keep track of every story, brother. Hope you don't take offense to that. I do try to get out there and converse a lot of people and talk about a lot of people's stories. But if you don't mind rejogging my memory, I don't mind that either if you want to type it, if you're just chilling out there and got some time. But a little announcement for everybody. I am thinking about launching the Collective Memoria Spiritual Community on the school platform February 1st. So mark the calendars now. I'd say that's an 85-90% sure that we are going to be launching the school community on February 1st, where no longer me just talking to you all and you typing back. We're going to get on calls together. We're going to be circling up on Sundays, at least Sundays to start. Then we'll stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But then future, it'll be the podcast sometime in either mid-February or March 1st. The podcast will launch, which will drop on Mondays. And then we'll stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and one of those might become another school community call. So not going to be as much this format for as long. So we got to soak it up now until we just progress and this thing grows. And we get people on here forming their own groups, and we'll have Discords, we'll have whatever, we'll have a place where we can all chat offline, or when we're not on calls. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so fired up about it, and that's where I think the real growth will happen for everybody, when we're all expressing ourselves. Just building it right now, right? Willie, okay, yes, I remember. Heart attack survivor, baby, sober almost 6 months. Amen, brother. Amen. The guy's still kicking, the heart's still beating, and he's 10 months sober. Let's go. Fucking A, brother. Fucking A. So happy you're in here hanging out with us tonight then, man. Bringing that good energy. This guy's just happy to be alive. He's not taking it for granted anymore. He's kicked that habit 6 months in. Going strong, baby. Going strong. Here's a question for you, Willie. Has meditation been a part of that journey at all? Has meditation been a part of the journey on your journey of sobriety? Let us know. If not, could be something that we could chat about. Deck Cammy. The man on the 27-day meditation streak. What's happening, pal? How's it hanging? How are you? Trevor Castonguay. Owen Sound Attack. Equipment coach. Equipment trainer. What's going on, brother? How's it hanging? Some crazy shit going down there. Crazy shit going down with the attack. My goodness. My goodness. Not the team anymore. That's for sure. Willie, big time in prayer. Listen to that, people. Post-heart attack, 6 months sober. Prayer and meditation big time. So do you do AA, Willie? AA is part of your path, maybe? Because I have a brother out there, Ryan Phillips, if you know of him on social media. He goes to, I think he's in North Vancouver. He goes to an AA meeting up there, an AA group, and talks a lot at it. So it sounds like that might be your path, or are you doing it without AA? I've heard some great things. And I finally looked into AA and actually learned like what the background of it was, and I didn't really know much about it, but as I've been on my healing journey, I learned more about it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I know it has a focus on spirituality, but obviously the guy who is, what does he say? What did Willie say? No, I did this on willpower for my daughter. Amen, brother. Didn't even need AA, people. He did it on willpower for his daughter. That's all you freaking need anyway. You don't need anything because it's all inside you, but when you get when a father gets motivated for his daughter, oh shit, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work, kid. Frickin' A. God and family. Amen, brother. Love God with all thy might and love thy neighbor. Love family. That's it, baby. Cam says there are many great ways other than AA. Absolutely, Cam. Absolutely. I just was thinking in my mind, probably thinking of my buddy out there in Vancouver who was doing that. Congrats, Willie, says Christian. Amen. Amen, brother. Did you know, though, people, just on my little side tangent there, AA, one of the two founders, I think the first guy, he was at a breaking point way back in the day. He was just suicidal. He tried everything. And he went to Carl Jung, of all people, the frickin' man, the myth, the legend himself, the great psychoanalyst, psychiatrist, and mystic. And he went and worked with him. He saw him as a therapist. And Carl Jung said, nothing can help you now but a higher power, God, whatever you want to call it. And that's what changed everything for that guy. He got to the same point that I did, that nothing else would work. And funny enough, when you finally make that leap, that's when it all changes. Amen, eh, Willie? So when it all changes, it's what we've been starving for the whole time. Whatever you call it, nature, consciousness, God, awareness, doesn't matter. Does not matter. No rules, just some higher power. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And mushrooms were a part of that as well. I'm pretty sure the guy did a psychedelic trip, and that helped a lot as well. So, very interesting. We all have different paths, but all rivers, all paths, all streams, all everything, every raindrop that falls on land, all goes back to the ocean. It all makes its way back. It's all the same truth. Willie says, thanks a lot. I want everyone to listen to Curtis and be in your moment. Taught me a lot. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. It's just flowing through. It's just flowing through. It can't not. The love and light just wants to be expressed. It just wants to be shared. It just wants to be vibrating with other people and to be amplified. Just wants to be amplified. We should watch a video that I've been seeing, because it's really what we do on this stream when we circle up. Maybe we should watch that. I think I sent it to myself on Instagram. Really cool video. I think I actually put it on my story one night too. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, messages. Where's the one to myself? I haven't sent something. I've been always using that tool where you... No, not that, not that, not that, not that. Maybe it wasn't this one. I probably did it on my... Oh, I gotta find what was it. But it was like... What was it? It's basically like this experiment where they put helium and 1% changes and it all catalyzes. And then they talked about how, like meditation, right? People get together and they do meditation, group meditations. Whoa, Dean Evison fired as Columbus coach, replaced by Bonus. I did not know that. We'll have to take a look at that. Whoa. But when people get together and meditate in a city, right, like just a tiny smidgen of population for that time period, it's very studied and legit that during that time period, crime rates go down, heart attacks go down, because we're all connected to the one consciousness. We don't think our thoughts. We don't have our own individual consciousness. We're all a sliver, a slice, a ray of the one consciousness living in different bodies. So when we all put our intention and pray, the people around us literally feel it. The environments around us feel it. And I think the experiment was something like when you put introduce helium into some experiment, even tiny 1%, it chain reacts and turns the whole thing into helium. Like, that's what we're doing. The love and light spreads so fast because that's what everybody wants. It's the substrate of everything, and people tap in and they feel it. Gavin Kissinger, namaste. What's going on, brother? Willie says, go Canucks, and God bless you, brother, and all your family and friends. Hey, man, thank you so much. You got a good coach out there at the Canucks, going to turn things around, I think. So I think Canucks are on the way to the rebuild. The Leafs got to get on that train, in my opinion. But Evison fired as Columbus coach. Ooh. So they replaced him with Rick Bowness, who's still an old school guy, and but he's a very similar coach. Rick Bowness plays very similar, and you would think a very similar style than Dean Evison. Dean Evison's a hardcore dude. It makes me not terribly worried, but it makes me a little worried for Mathieu Olivier, because obviously he's a guy who has become a favorite there, and that coach was putting an A on him sometime. But here we go. Ashton Cumby. Namaste, brother. Fellow hockey player in the house. How's it going, pal? I saw you follow me the other day. Appreciate you joining the stream. What brings you here, pal? Followed by old time hockey as well. What brings you to the stream, pal? You got the Blackhawks jersey on there. What did I check? You're playing in the dub, I think? Let us know. Or is that the Portland Winterhawks? I can't remember. Tune in with us, pal. Let us know where you're from. What brings you to the stream? But I definitely didn't expect them to fire Evanson, but I did think they kind of weren't doing as good. But what's his name? Kent Johnson's been a real big disappointment. He hasn't been developing at all. He had like 62 points last year. But their GM says they're just frustrated. The bottom line is not performing. Thought Rick Bowness was done. I know he's had like health updates and stuff in the past. Steve McCarthy, too, gone, too. Assistant coach. All right, we'll see if Rick Bowness turns it around there. He couldn't do it in Winnipeg. See if he can help out these guys. They do have a lot of talent. They do have a lot of talent. Gavin McKenna still top of the list in the midterm rankings. Interesting. People thought he might slip. 19 points in his 18 games. They're thinking this Stenberg guy over in Europe, though, could be a guy that competes for number one. It's freaking lighting up the SHL. I think Gavin McKenna still made the right choice going there. I think you got to challenge yourself. There was no point of him going back to the WHL. What's that going to change? He needs to play a more pro-style game. He needs to learn the D. People always forget that Austin Matthews went to Switzerland, right? Like, it's funny how nobody's done that since Austin Matthews. Kind of a unicorn that way. Obviously, he is a unicorn type player in a way, but... Okay, Christian says, gotta head out and get ready for hockey, but definitely will be back for another live stream. Namaste, man, and have a fantastic week and even better new year. Hey, Christian, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the love and light. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the interest, the energy. I hope you have an awesome time at hockey, my man. Namaste, brother. Let's go. Another person in the fold. Another fellow soul joining the live. New energy. Love it. Love it. Corey Katina. Brother, what are you up to tonight? You working? You in the kitchen right now cooking it up, or what are you up to? Drew Moore. Namaste, brother. Followed by the Bruised and Battered pod. So we like a little bit of hockey fights, don't we, brother? What brings you to the stream? Corey says Sten will go number 2. Nobody wants to be the guy who passes on McKenna based on what they think he will become. That would be ballsy, right? That would be a ballsy thing. To not take McKenna with the kind of player he was looking like. I'm sure whoever has the number 1 overall pick really hates it when it's not just a clear-cut person to take, eh? That must be shitty. Like, it must be like, obviously you want the years where you just have a McDavid or Bedard or Celebrini. Must be tough when it's not as consensus. Drew says, big men's league game tonight. Let's go, brother. What makes the game so big? What position do you play? Where are you from? Let us tap into what you're doing, pal. Let us know. Brian Clark, namaste. What's going on, brother? Corey says, chilling out, waiting for the Wild versus Devils. Oh, yeah, right. Wild versus Devils tonight. Wild are going to piss pump them. Wild are going to piss pump them, I'm sure. Matt Boley, 27 rips. Is that good? Holy frig. Holy frig. Hurricanes, Red Wings. Red Wings just keep on winning. Lightning and Flyers tonight, first intermission. I wonder who's in the lineup here. Has Dougie been playing? He has not. Dougie not playing. Flyers? No Deloria either. Let's go see the lineups. Panthers, Sabres. No way the Sabres are legit. There's just no way. They can't be. It's just another freaking run they're having. What do we got here? Capo Kakinen versus old Rangers team. No Rempe, and he's not listed. Did he get sent down or something? Oh, no, he's right there. He's listed there as a scratch. Lightning, Flyers. Curtis Douglas, scratch, okay. And yep, Nicolas Deslauriers scratched. Vancouver in Montreal. Devils Wild. Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, and Jesper Bratt loading up the top line. Second line, Paul Cotter, Cody Glass, Connor Brown. That's definitely not an NHL second line. Palat, Clendenning, Dadonov. Was it? Why do they only have 3 lines there? I think they made a typo. They only have 3 lines. Then they got Luke Hughes, Pesci, Siegenthaler, Kovacevic, Dillon, and Hamilton. Corey says, what's Kaprizov at how since you have pulled it up? What's Kaprizov at how since you pulled it up? Kaprizov, I can pull up his stats, but he's playing with Yurov and Zuccarello in the top line. Then you got Johansson, Hartman, Boldy, Tarasenko, Ben Jones, Vinny Hinostroza, Marcus Foligno, Nico Sturm, Yakov Trenin. Like, obviously Boldy and Kaprizov are carrying the team, and then the D are so damn good. Wallsted's playing in net. But oh gosh, that's why their freaking center depth's so bad right now, right? With Joel Eriksson-Ek out of the lineup. Without Joel Eriksson-Ek, their center depth is Yurov, Hartman, Jones, and Sturm. Jeez, that's weak. Just on paper, that's weak. I'm sure, you know, great guys, good players, but that's loose on paper. Avalanche are going Lehkonen, McKinnon, Necas first line, Colton, Nelson, Nikushkin second line, Parker Kelly, Jack Drury, Victor Olofsson, Badarkov, Ivan, Gavin Brindley. Hopefully Landeskog gets back healthy. I just love Chad Doyle. What's going on, brother? Amanda Galesius. What's going on, Amanda? Namaste, fellow soul. We need that feminine energy in here. I say it every time we get another female Meat Monkey spacesuit in here. But the Stars, 26-10-9. I just love their roster. I love their lineup. You got Robertson, Hintz, Bork. Skill, speed, size, smarts. Duchesne, Johnston, Rantanen. I mean, nasty line. Ritz Covey and Sam Steele, Jamie Benn, the third line to go hard with skill and Jamie Benn on there. Oscar Back and skate. Radek Faksa, great fourth line center. Nathan Bastian, big body. Then you got Lindell, Heiskanen, 2 countrymen playing together, probably best buddies. Harley Petrovic, 2 countrymen together, probably great buddies. Capo Bianco, Niels Lundqvist. That's a freaking team, man. They don't even have Leon Bichelle in the net. Such a good hockey team. Such a good hockey team. That's why they're my pick to win the cup. Ek hurts for now, but better now than later. Amen. Much better now that he's hurt than later. I agree with that. I do agree with that, good sir. It's a very good point. What did you want to see where Kaprizov is at, right? Stats. Kaprizov's 52 points in 46 games. Definitely, you know, for a team that's lighting it up, obviously Boldy's getting a lot of points, but you think Kaprizov, if the Wild were this good, you would have predicted Kaprizov like top 3 in the league or something. Amanda says Dallas is a wagon this year yet again. Amen, Amanda. Do you think they're going to break through this year? Because I think they are. I think they're going to do it this year, Amanda. I think it's the Stars' year. I think they've lost enough at high levels. I just hate that Tyler Seguin got hurt. That really sucks, but he played hard, but he was not the best skater anymore, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But I do think it's the Stars' year. Marilyn Sherwood, namaste. Lauren Millick, my neurodivergent soul sister, and Marilyn, longtime friend here. Thank you for joining the stream. What's going on, Marilyn? What's going on, Lauren? Lauren sent me her tattoos today of her cherished doggy that passed. I hope you're doing well, Lauren, with that. It was great to see that. Amanda, they have to get it together soon. This losing streak is not helping. Well, it's crazy. They're on a losing streak, but they're still 26-10 or whatever. What's their losing streak at? Their losing streak, OT 1. Oh, they've only lost 1 in OT. They're not on too bad of a streak. Who's on the worst one right now? Tampa Bay's on a 9-win heater. Who's on the worst losing streak right now in the league? Got the Ducks. Oh yeah, the Ducks have just fallen off the map. Their defense was going to catch up to them. Their start was way too hot. I can't believe we're talking about Joel Quenneville for Jack Adams. Way too early. Way too early. Frickin' Tampa Bay, man. Tampa Bay should be up there. John Cooper needs to win a frickin' Jack Adams. But honestly, how do you not look at Philly right now? Philly's got a ragtag bunch, and they're 23-13-8. It's crazy. Corey says, calling it now, Dallas first round exit. Oh, Corey, killing me. He's got it out for the Dallas Stars, people. Corey's such a Minnesota Wild fan. He hates the Stars. Is that because you think they're going to play the, what's it called? The Avalanche? Who are they going to play first? Let's see the division. Wild card. They would play who then? They'd play Colorado would play one of the wild cards like Seattle or LA right now. Dallas would play Minnesota. Oh, so you're saying that's why you're saying you think Minnesota's going to beat them in the first round. How dumb is that they would play in the first round? I think that's so dumb. Can we go back to the regular frickin' 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6? Like, it's so stupid they changed that. So dumb. Why? I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Does anybody make any sense? Like, they want the frickin' rivalries or whatever? What we got here? MNTY in the TikTok stream. What's going on, brother? Dirt bikes and mountains. That's his handle. MNTY. Bucket. Thoughts on the CCM H2 buckets? I don't know, brother. I haven't been playing for a while, so I'm kind of tapped out of the equipment game. I used to love that shit, but is it the look you want me to see? The CCM H2 bucket. Is this like the new all the rage bucket or what? What makes this thing so... So are these just like the more up-to-date helmets? I'm looking at it, doesn't look bad, I don't think. $400 though for a helmet, Jesus. $400. Wild versus Stars round 1, that's what he's saying. Beyond Dumb, the playoff format, I agree. Monty says, just picked one up off Marketplace in Vernon, BC for a crazy cheap price. Things from 1996, LOL. Oh, it's an old bucket. Oh, you got it off super cheap. CCM HT2 is a classic. I was DMing you on TikTok. Okay. CCM HT2. It's that much of a classic, eh? Okay, maybe I'd recognize it now. Oh, one of those ones, like the frickin' Ty Domi one. That thing is old school as hell. Damn, dude. How's your head going to be in that thing? Don't go down. The Doug Gilmore helmet. Wendell Clark, that's an old school bucket. Probert used to rock it. Yes, you were correct. You were correct. That's hilarious. Oh, we got people, we got the guy who loves coming in here and talking about my hair. Why are you hiding those golden brown locks today? Golden brown? What are you talking about golden brown? They're not hiding anywhere. They're right here, budsy. You can't come snip it off. You can't come snip off my hair for your collection. For your goddamn serial killer connection, you psycho. This guy is always coming in saying this, whoever that fellow wave is. Oh, boy. Lauren says, doing all right, just getting ready for my trip to Vegas and LA. I leave in just over 2 weeks. Wow, you're getting ready nice and early. I love that. Got to get packed up nice and early. Got to be all dialed in. I love being prepared, that's for sure. Lauren says, Dallas is not Toronto, so that's not going to happen. Amen. Amen. Dallas is not going down to your Minnesota Wild, Corey. You hear that? Hopefully Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota running away with the rest of the league will be what we need for the league to change it back. Seriously. I agree, Corey. Let's do that. Let's get them just running the league and get this fixed. What a joke. I agree. What a joke, man. Chris Topper, namaste. Welcome in, fellow soul. How's it hanging? How's it hanging? This guy on TikTok, whoever this soul is on TikTok says, I will get a lock of your hair one day. No chance. No chance you're getting this hair, Budsy. Nope. Jeff Brown, why'd you stop playing? Namaste, brother. Thanks for the question. I got the healthy wrist here. Got the non-healthy wrist here. See the difference? Can't play anymore, man. Can't shoot. That's why I retired. All my serious injuries to one spot. If I had gotten a blown out knee and a blown out shoulder, I'd still be playing. If I had any other combination of injuries, I'd probably still be playing. But because they all went to the same spot, it broke down. Also because my mind was a freaking shit show. But that's what ended it, pal. Big Poppy, Domi versus Pettersson thoughts. We watched it on the stream last night. We went through it. I'm just not impressed. I'm more impressed by Marcus Pettersson just being a guy who will fight when he needs to and play hard. He's obviously a big, skinny guy, not an experienced fighter. Max Domi, first year on the Leafs, 43 points, 118 PIMs. Then he just signed his ticket and he packed it in. He's been a little church mouse since. He fights guys that he just kind of has to sometimes, whatever. I'm not impressed, my man. I'm not impressed. So I look at it from that angle, but of course Domi's gonna beat him. Domi, you know, raised by his dad. He fought like his dad in that pretty much, besides the lefts. So yeah, not many thoughts on that, brother. Not many thoughts on that. Doesn't get me going. Here we go. Jeffrey Holiday coming in. Divine is brutal. Well, divine, the way you spelt it, is not brutal. Divine is literally what you are. Divine is divinity. So I know what you're trying to say, though. You're trying to spell divine Apollin's name, which is spelled differently than that. But you're just coming on and hating there, brother. Why are you coming on and just, when we're talking about love and light and stuff, why are you coming on saying he's brutal? And I think if you're going to say he's brutal, you got to differentiate the player from the person. That's what we try to do here, right? I'm going to critique guys' fighting skills and all that stuff, talk about their egos, but not them as who they truly are. So I think you got to differentiate. You're fully on base to say that you don't think Divine's a good hockey player, but that's your opinion. But if you're saying anything other than that, I wouldn't agree. So I would specify that, Jeff. Are you saying he's a brutal hockey player or a brutal person? Joseph Raymakers. What's going on, brother? Joseph Raymakers. Didn't you play for the London Knights, pal? Am I thinking that right? Oh, he already left. Wu Tangin. What's going on, brother? I got to get back to your message. I will want to have some time. I saw it come up, but I haven't had time. Hope you're doing well today, Wu Tangin. Namaste, brother. Lauren says, thoughts on Ben wearing a visor now? I think that's brilliant. I didn't know that, Lauren. Did anybody see Jamie Benn crush his face off the ice the other day and leave the game? I'm glad to hear he's back so soon, but it makes a lot of sense he's wearing a visor. I'm sure he's going to get a lot of chirps from that now. Sure he'll get a lot of chirps. He used to be one of the OG guys now wearing a visor. I wonder who it's going to come down to. Is Revo the last guy to wear a visor then? Because who's going to be the next Craig? Oops, sorry. Clicked the wrong one. Is Ryan... No, who's the only players? I can only think of... If Jamie Benn's wearing a visor... Off the top of my head, Zach Bogosian and Ryan Reeves. Are Zach Bogosian and Ryan Reeves the last players with no visor? Luch would have been one. Yes, Zach Bogosian and Ryan Reeves were among the last few NHL players without a visor. Part of the dwindling group. Oh yeah, alongside Ryan O'Reilly and Jamie Benn, grandfathered in before 2013 made the rule mandatory. Okay, so we're down to 3. It was 4. Jamie Benn hit the dust. Zach Cassian, Matt Martin, they're gone. Jordy Benn, Lucic, gone. So yeah, it's Revo, Bogosian, and Ryan O'Reilly. Who's going to be the last one? Who's going to be able to say that when they go tour around and make money at appearances as a retired hockey player, right? Ryan O'Reilly, Jeff Brown, you nailed it, brother. Toughest guy... Jeff Brown says, toughest guy you fought. Definitely Brett Gallant, brothers. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Brett Gallant's the toughest guy I fought. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Wu Tangin, I did not say, hey, brother, don't jump the gun on that, brother. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. And now you're outing it on here. I did not say yes to that yet, brother. No, no, no. No, no, no. I said I have to get back to your message. So, namaste, brother. Not here to disappoint, but... Gotta listen up. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. If I start doing that, gotta be careful, especially if other people know. If people are seeing that, then, you know, I gotta do them for a lot of people. So I've not really thought about firing the Cameo account back up where people would pay me to send those. But, yeah, not for sure on that yet, pal. Not that for sure on it. And we gotta keep it on the DL too, brother. Gotta keep it on the DL. Sid Wayne. What's going on, Sid Wayne? Namaste, fellow soul. What brings you to the stream? What brings you in here? How's it going? Where are you tuning in from? Love some new people coming in the stream. Blake Lizotte signs 3 years, $6.75 with the Penguins. Nice little ticket to stay there. 4th line center. 10 points in 35 games. Plays hard. Leads the Penguins in shorthanded ice time. Okay. With him in the lineup, got a great record. Nice little assurance for him. Good for him. Oh, good. Understand that. LOL. Appreciate you, Wu-Tang, and appreciate you, brother. It's good. Haha. I'm in Toronto. That's awesome to hear. Thanks for coming in. We'd love to have new people here. What brings you to the stream, Sid? What, oops. What part of, Did you just find me on social media? Did you follow my career at all? We'd love to know, especially if you're from Toronto, my neck of the woods. Becca Lynn, namaste, Becca Lynn. How are we doing? My other neurodivergent sister, how are you feeling? How's it hanging in your life? Let us know, Becca. Let us know. Great job on the meditation streak. You're keeping going strong. Love to see that from you. Brissick, what's going on, brother? Namaste. Brissick, he frickin' sure does play hard, does Blake Lizotte. That's a great signing. I do agree. I have to admit, when I've watched him play, he does play hard. Competes hard as hell. Need to as a fourth line guy. Jaron Killam, top 5 fighters in the league right now. Mathieu Olivier, Nick Delorier, Tanner Jeannot. Those are definitely the 3 for me. Olivier, Delorier, Jeannot. I don't know, man. Luke Shen's been pretty good for a while with his left. I guess you could throw Ross Johnston in there just because he's big. It gets kind of hard after those 3. Those 3 are just so clear-cut to me. I mean, maybe if you had to go Revo, 5 maybe. I haven't really thought about the other ones as much. Josh Anderson's sleepy tough. He just doesn't fight a lot. Kastelik? No, not Kastelik. Kastelik's doing a great job. He hasn't done enough against the big boys to me of Olivier, Delorier, Jeannot. Obviously, Jeannot's on his team. You know, he did well against McDermott. McDermott's kind of dropped off a bit. I don't think Kastelik, though. No. McElrath. He's got to be up there. He didn't have that great of a fight against Johnston. So maybe go Olivier, Delorier, Jeannot, McElrath. Revo. Let's give Revo number 5. Manson is pretty good when he drops him. Don't know about top 5 though. I agree, Brissick. When he came into the league and he had those fights against Lucic, that really put him on the map, but he kind of went away for a while. He didn't really fight as many tough guys. He seems like he's kind of bringing it back a little bit. Whoa. Brother, you're coming in with some energy. Did you just, that's the first message you're going to send? You're going to come in and say, bro, what's good? Talk to me. Okay, maybe I'm reading that with different energy. Bro, what's good? Talk to me. I'll talk to you, brother. Right here, brother. I'm right here. What's going on, Anthony? Namaste, brother. I love the crosses in your handle. Love that, man. How you doing? Where are you tuning in from? Becca says, just wanted to pop in and say hello. Oh, doing amazing. I felt incredible with my health lately, so woohoo. Amen, girl. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Actually headed out to watch party right now at my uncle's to watch the Steelers game. Oh, nice. Big Monday Night Football game. Also, National Hughes Bowl Day to all those who celebrate, a.k.a. Luke and Jack against Quinn. Amen. I'm surprised you're not watching that game, Becca. You're going to go watch a football game instead, or you're going to be flipping back and forth? Austin Pavo, Media. Namaste, brother. Welcome into the stream. How's it hanging, brother? Lauren says, Point is injured. Seems like he's being helped off the ice. His knee. Oh, no. Oh, no. Braden Point goes down with an injury, people. Does that open the door, though, for Sam Bennett? Kevin Fife. Namaste, brother. How's it hanging? How you doing? Lauren says, oh, God. Becca says, oh, God. Isn't he on the Olympics? Jeffrey Holiday says, Curtis, you got to agree with me now, right? Give me a shout out here. Come on, man. Agree with you on what, brother? Were you the guy I was talking to about Divine? I don't think he's brutal. I'm not stooping to that level there, brother. You can think he's a shit, whatever. I don't agree. He's just made a mistake and got fired up. I think he's going to be a good player. I think he can turn it. I think he's 20 years old. I think he can get better, brother. If he doesn't, no big deal. But I lean on the side of optimism, brother. Ian Martin, don't matter how many fights you win. Only thing that matters is how many you show up for. Amen, Ian. Amen. Becca says back and forth. Got the Devils on my phone. LOL. Okay, I got you. Ian says Sam Bennett needs to be on that team. God's work with all the players getting injured for him to make his team make his way on the team. Hey, hockey gods, right? He had a real slow start to the season. I wonder if that played into it. I don't think it did because he's such a big-time player. But, yeah, maybe this is how it works. The hockey gods doing their thing, right? Maybe so, fellow soul. Maybe so. We got Brendan in here, Beauty, Becca Lynn, Lauren, Ian, Corey Katina, and Austin Pavo. Peter Gooch. Whoa, that's a name. Peter Gooches. What's up, Gooches? Jeffrey, you know what? Yeah, Divine is not a good hockey player. Come on, you know it. Enough with this crap. Brother, he looks like he can move decently well. He may not have the hands yet. I didn't either. I improved them. So if you want to say he's not great now, okay, yeah, he's not the greatest right now. I'm not saying he's the greatest right now. Why do you have it out for him so hard? He's going to get better, brother. He's works his ass off, okay? Why do you have it out for him so hard? It's weird. Like your obsession with him is kind of weird, man. Becca, well, we don't want anyone to get injured, unfortunately, but we love to see Bennett in. That's true, Becca. That is true. Are you chiming in for the Team Canada, Becca, as an American? Are you an honorary Canadian, Becca? Joey Hunt, 68. Namaste, brother. How's it hanging, brother? How's it going? Jeff says he may be a decent fighter, but he can't do much else. Also, the crap in Warmth was a joke. I don't like that shit. Amen. I don't like it either. And I told him he fucked up, and he knows. He's going to use the time to get in great shape to get better. Okay? He's maybe not a good player now. It looks like he could be an A-plus fighter. Very unique. Okay? The guy's got potential. Okay? I'm okay with you saying he's a shit player. You can say whatever the hell you want. I'm not saying he's great. I'm just saying there's potential. Okay? Lauren says same for Wyatt Johnson or Bedsy. Amen. But Bennett's probably going to get the spot over those guys. Joey Hunt says Divine is East Coast as best. I like his game, but East Coast all over for him. Hey, he's got the potential, people. Don't count somebody out that works hard. Oh, Disciple Siemens in the house. What's going on, brother? Okay, and Anthony's in the Hammer, dude. Nice, in the Hammer, Hamilton, Ontario. Disciple Siemens says, hey, Buttes, found out my wife was cheating. Tough week. Oh, shit, dude. Dude. Brother. We're giving all the attention Disciple Seaman here now. Brother, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Holy shit. Man, I wasn't even with a girl one time when I was 21, and she told me, like, I thought I was, like, we were about to start dating, and then she fucking, oh, man, when she told me she totally flipped and started dating this other guy out of the blue after saying she was into me, it felt like somebody stabbed me. I literally slid off the couch in pain seeing that text. Literally sent me over text. Oh, I can't imagine what that's like, brother. To be your wife? Oh, fuck, man. Tough week, no kidding, brother. I am with you, man. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Fuck sakes. Fuck, it's a rough go, says Brissick. Been there, feel for it. It's a rough go. Thanks, bro. Found out on Sunday. Damn, been in a hotel all day. Damn, dude. When I went through my last breakup, I went to an Airbnb for a while too, man. Just stayed in a room to keep it cheap. Fuck, dude. Talk to us, man. Type in the chat here. What are you going through? Empty it out. Express it. Express it. Brissick says it takes a lot of work to be able to trust someone after that. Amen, man. Amen. Damn, dude. You hear this, people? Everybody hear this? No kidding, you're hurt, my man. How long were you with her? How old are you guys? Married for 7 years. Fuck, dude. Fuck, man. How old are you? We got out here. Nope, just love Bennett. Obviously going to go for Team USA. Okay, I got you, Becca. Working hard is how I got from house league to college hockey. I decided to leave the team today, though. There were a bunch of rumors and drama about me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, people. I love that we're coming in here. Sid Wayne, I'm so sorry that you decided to leave the team. You got to college hockey, you decided to leave the team. There's a bunch of rumors about you. That's fucking bullshit. Oh, my gosh. Disciple Seaman says 7 years. He was with her for 11 years. 36. Brother. You've been with her for 11 years, man. You were 25. Fuck, bro. Dude, I'm so proud you're bringing this to us and sharing this, man. You gotta face it and gotta deal with it. And it fucking sucks. But we're here for you, man. You got a whole bunch of love coming in from the Instagram chat. Wu-Tang and saying hugs to him. Be strong, brother. People are being really kind over here. Eric Braz, what are you doing nowadays? This is what I'm doing, brother. Talking and loving light on the stream here. Met you many times outside Prudential Center. I love that, brother. Thank you so much for following me since then. But we got a guy over here in the TikTok stream who just had his wife cheat on him today, and he's in a hotel. How could she do this to me, man? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, man. I study this stuff. Egos. the human experience. And I could tell you right fucking now, brother, I can tell you right now, it has nothing to do with you, my man. To do something like that to a partner that you've been with a long time, it has nothing to do with you, brother. That is completely, I know it doesn't feel like it, but from my experience of studying this and what I've seen and taken in and learned, what she has done is absolutely about her. Absolutely about her. What's up, Curtis? Hope you're doing well, man. Stay blessed. Namaste, Jack. Namaste, brother. We're tapping in with Disciple Seaman here who are having a tough day. Brissick says, as much as it sucks to hear, the only thing you can do is sit with the hurt. Amen. Amen, Brissick. That's it, brother. Disciple Seaman says, I was always providing for her, and she goes out and hooks up with another man. Brother, I'm telling you, it's because she's hurting. It's so crazy, but hurt people hurt people. You're not hurting in that way, nor would you probably do that, but she is, and that's why she's doing that. She's thinking that something outside of herself can make her happy, and she's so convinced of it, and she's hurting so bad that she decided to go outside of herself, not just for herself. She's not single. She did it and hurt you. That just shows how much pain she's in, man. That's how much pain she's in, and look at the pain she's putting you now in. Cam says, do you remember a fight when you used the bow and arrow advantage and helped you win? Oh, yeah, sorry. Cam's saying sorry, man, too. What we got here? Brissick says to Seaman, make sure you have as much evidence as possible for when you have to move on forward. The good ones always end up hurt. But why of all things another man? I know, dude. I know it doesn't make sense. Of all things she could have done. Of all things she could have done. If she had just been honest that she's struggling, that she's not doing well, that she at least should just direct it towards you in a one-on-one of just to sit down with a conversation. Like that would have been the best way to handle it, right? But I can speak from my experience. I didn't handle shit really well in the past either. I didn't cheat on anyone, fortunately, but I definitely fucking handled shit really wrong. I'd rather her tell you. I know that's the respect you would have had, right? You would have felt more respected for her to just straight up tell you than just go out that way. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Fuck. Cam says, whatever feelings come up, we need to give ourselves permission to feel that way. Amen. 11 years down the drain. Well, brother, we just got to sit with you in this one, man, because right now, there's not much going to make it better. Right now, it's gonna hurt. This is gonna burn, and this is a fight against life. And this is why we meditate. This is why we do the work when things aren't, because we can handle these times better. But when shit happens, when we're not expecting it, fuck is it sharp pain, man. Just gotta fucking white knuckle right now and grip it and try to sit through it. What would I do, brother, to move forward? I'm not thinking about moving forward right now. What I'm focusing on is what actually happened. For me, if this is me in the situation, with what I've learned now, old me would be losing my shit, brother. Old me would be so hurt. As I told you, I barely got hurt by a girl when I was younger, and that fucking killed me, okay? Because I have such a great relationship with my mom. I couldn't imagine being hurt by a woman, and then I was, and it was brutal. So I can't imagine what you're going through, man. But I wouldn't be thinking about moving forward. I'd be thinking about sitting in this right now, because if you move forward too fast, this shit's going to follow you. This shit's going to leak into other relationships. You got to sit in this shit right now with all of us, man. That's the only thing to do is sit in these feelings. And for me the one thing I can tell you is that it has nothing to do with you. I've studied this stuff. The only reason someone does that is they are hurting so bad. And people just, at the end of the day, people, if you don't know who you are and you haven't remembered who you are, you just act out of ego, and the ego is just only intent on its own fascist insistence on survival, on just constantly being in malcontent. She's hurting of something, brother, of something. She is struggling that she doesn't feel happy, and she thinks something outside of herself, like going and do that, is going to fill her cup. Nothing can fill her cup. I tried everything, brother. I tried everything. If something fills it temporarily, it's just her convincing herself of it, and that's where she's at in her journey. But at the end of the day, people only hurt people if they are hurt themselves. Okay? She would not have hurt you if she would have hurt you, but if she came up and said, hey, I'm having a tough time in our relationship, I don't think it's going well, that sucks, but that's straight up. But the way of how she's handling it is unconsciously not doing well herself. I'm telling you right now, she's hurting way more than you are. I know that's fucked up and she did this to you, but you would think about the pain you would have to be in, Disciple Seaman, to do that to her. And she never would have told you. Amen. If I didn't see the message. Amen. How fucked is that? How hurting does she have to be like that, to be hiding? You would never do that, right? You would be in so much. How much pain would you have to be in, dude, to ever do that, to step out like that and try to hide it? Sid over here says, yeah, you're getting a lot of love in the Instagram stream here, man. A lot of love from people. This girl here, Sid Wayne, saying someone started a rumor about her that she was being hazed, and it forced my hand in telling the coach, and I was bullied but never hazed. The captain was rude. She made fun of me, even though I didn't start the rumors. And then Sid saying to you, brother in the hotel, you got to know you're worth more than that, and you need to find someone worth your time and love. Sorry to hear someone could treat you someone else like that. Corey Katina says, admittedly been on both sides, 100% not you. You hear that? You hear that? Look, and you even said it. You'd have to be in immense pain. That's exactly how Brissick found out too. You'd have to be in immense pain to do something like that. And look at here, Corey Katina, fellow soul in the Instagram, saying, admittedly, he's been on both sides of your problem. He's been on both sides of what you're dealing with, and he says it's 100% not about you. That's coming from someone who's been on both sides. Thank you so much for that share, Corey. That's beautiful, man. Sid, I'm so sorry these people are fucking treating you like shit on your hockey team. That's fucking brutal. I'm so sorry about that. Hockey culture can be absolutely atrocious. Brendan says there's going to be thousands of questions running through your mind, Disciple Seaman. The only thing you control is your reaction. Use it as the fire to push you forward. Amen, brother. Amen. But right now it's just going to be a lot of fire. Amen. It's going to be a lot of fire. Julian Evangelista, welcome in, brother. Sid, you got to sit with the facts and really reflect on what happens. You can learn from it. Amen. I'm going to take a shower. I'll be back. I'm pissed. Okay. Just promise you this, Disciple Seaman. Make sure you stay safe, okay, brother? Make sure you stay safe. Go have a safe shower. Don't be thinking any thoughts come up that are crazy or too dangerous. Just sit with them and come back on the stream and chat with us, okay, brother? I can't tell you anything that's going to make it feel better. I'll never do anything to myself. Okay, good. I just want to check in with you, brother. We care about you here. We care about you. Just checking in. Always want to put it out there. Always got to be willing to talk about tough things to make sure people are safe. So have a great shower, brother. Try to sit in that flames, man. She's not worth it. Amen. If somebody's going to do that to someone, not at this time, she's not. She's not at this time. Not at this time, she's not worth it. No. I agree with that. There's gonna be some space, no doubt about it. And she's going to have to do a lot of work on herself. She may not even be aware she needs to do it. I sure as hell wasn't when I was in my places. True dat, says Anthony. True dat, man. Oh, man. Tell you one thing, people. There's no doubt about it. Relationships are the greatest place to grow in this earth school. My goodness, did they teach me a lot. My last one, wait till you write about it in the book. It changed so much. Sid says, cheating on hookups are getting way too normalized. Amen. It's disgusting. Amen, Sid. Amen. It's just a sign of the times of people hurting. It's people hurting, Sid. You got a good head on your shoulders, Sid. I'm sorry you're going through that. Goots. Namaste, Brad Gutierrez. What's going on, pal? How you hanging? How's it going in your life? Leonard Babies. Hazing illegal. Leonard Babies back, people. Leonard Babies back. Anthony says, thoughts on string theory and can it turn time? Whoa. Interesting, Anthony. Interesting question coming in here, Budsy. I mean, I definitely believe in all that stuff. However, that's still in the mind sphere. It's still in the science and physics and play of the mind. What I really focus on is going beyond the mind. So, Anthony, not only can I think string theory turn time, space and time is a construct that is an illusion. It's just a construct. Space-time continuum is a place we inhabit, but it's not real. It's only real to our human mind. Our human mind lets us experience this reality in space and time to have this experience. Brittany, namaste. What's going on, fellow soul? How you hanging? Who do we got here? Neil McHale. Namaste, Neil. Hi, Curtis. Hope you're well. I covered you in New Jersey when I was just starting out. Ended up working at the league. Glad you're doing well and getting your voice heard. Brother, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Neil McHale. That's so kind of you, Neil. I appreciate you very much, pal. I love dealing with everybody in New Jersey, so I'm sure you were a treat. Where are you working at the league now? Let us know what you're up to. Where do you live and where are you working at the league and what's your role? Whoa, here we go. Here we go. Listen to Brad Gutierrez, everybody. Yo, meditation and sauna routines have really improved my overall health. I'm doing well. How are you? Let's go. Let's go, Goots. Fucking A. Another person clocking in with meditation, helping out their routine and overall health. Amen, brother. So proud of you, brother. Let's go. So glad to hear it. I'm doing phenomenal over here, brother. I had such an amazing call with a fellow Wave before this live. We tapped in. We went deep for an hour and a half. Now we're talking to you all. We got some great shares going on here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Corey Katina says, Sid, don't let the rumors get to you and keep you from what you've worked for. Amen, Corey. Amen, Sid. So Sid, did you leave the team for good? Did you leave the team for good, fellow soul? What's your situation now that Disciple Seaman's off at his shower? Let's focus on what you're going through. We kind of had two people sharing at the time there. I tried to focus on his. His seemed a little more dire. But what do you got, Sid? Let's talk about it. Eric Braz, what's going on, brother? Give me a good Devil's locker room story that never made the air. Ooh, okay. I'll give you one. Is Becca still here to hear this one? I don't think she is. Maybe she's going in and out. Okay. Okay, let's just see with Sid. One second here, Eric. Thanks, Corey, says Sid. I had to deal with the bullying for a full season and I've decided it's enough. I started hockey because I love the game. For the season, I'm done. Wow. That's very mature of you, Sid. How old are you? That's extremely mature. I don't know if I could have made such a mature decision. Sid says, I might come back as a coach and try to create a better environment for players in the coming years. Wow. Holy shit, man. You are mature. You are dialed in, fellow soul. Gosh, damn. Wait, Leonard Baby saying, have I ever been hazed? Why is hazing normalized? I can get into that a little bit, but I want to save a little bit for the book because I didn't get hazed a ton, but it was a little bit, but I want to kind of keep those for the book. But I will say I got off pretty light. In my experience. And hazing's normalized because it's seen as harmless when it's really not. It's really damaging. Brissick says meditation helps lower those cortisol levels. Amen. You're damn right it does. Sid, you're 20. You are dialed in, fellow soul. You are so mature. You're saying the bullying's too much. This is too toxic of an environment for me. It's not serving me. You got into hockey to play for fun and love of the game. Very, very profound you stepping away. I'm very proud of you. That's incredible. My goodness. Damn. Okay. Eric. I want to answer Eric's question. Eric said, give me a behind-the-scenes New Jersey Devils story. Okay, so I'm playing in the locker room. I'm playing in Jersey. And one game, we were on a losing streak. And is he still here? He might have left. If he's still here, I'll tell it. Are you still here, Eric? Sometimes it doesn't show in the chat. Oh, yeah, he's still there. I'm in the room. We're losing. And I think one particular European player was playing the tunes. And it was like Avicii, and I like Avicii. It was good house music. But we were on a losing streak, and it was just too country clubby for me. It was too relaxing. Like, we needed to get fired up. And me and my buddy Kevin Rooney were sitting over in the corner. He was my centerman, and I just said, dude, I'm going to go just put on my iPhone and just crank tunes. Fuck this. I'm tired of this. He's like, do it. I'm like, fuck it. So I just walked up. I'm a rookie. I'm not supposed to be doing that. You know, I have no standing on the team. And I just go up. I just unplug whoever's phone it was. I just plug in my iPhone, and I just rip Hell's Bells by AC/DC. I just crank that shit up to a 10, and I rip it. I don't say anything, and I just walk back to my seat, and I just get fucking into it. And then the music always gets cut 2 minutes before we go out for warm-up, so they cut the music at 2 minutes, or I went over and turned it off maybe. And it's all quiet for a bit, and everybody's kind of looking around like, you know, Gabriel just went and like touched the music, and he's like new here, and he's took out a veteran's phone or whatever. And Ben Lovejoy just out of nowhere in the silence just goes, well, fuck me. He'll beat the shit out of me, so I'm not telling him no. And everybody just started laughing. So I was like, here we go. Let's go. Ben Lovejoy loved it. So either he didn't love it or he wasn't going to do anything about it because he said I was tough and everybody was laughing. So Corey loves the song choice. Let's go. Why not, right? Fucking fire it up in here. Fire it up in here. God damn, we're in the NHL on a losing streak in a shit season. Let's fucking have some fun. Let's have some fucking fun. Sydney says, hockey was the only thing keeping me going during my depression. It literally kept me alive. Oh, geez. Well, Sid, are you in a better place now? Are you not dealing with depression right now? Are you okay to not be playing with hockey right now when it used to literally keep you alive? Oh, my goodness, fellow soul. Julian, I've watched some of your interviews as a player. When you met Chris Weidman in an interview with Rockford, in my opinion, you seem like you are in much better mental space now in life. Holy shit, you hear that, people? You hear that? Julian went back and watched my interviews with people. And I seem like I'm in a much better mental space now in my life. And brother, that's when I was putting on a front for interviews. That's when I was not being my actual how I felt. And you could still tell that? You could see the difference? Amen, brother. You are tapping into me there, brother. That is fucking observational as hell. Because I sure as hell doing a million times better, infinitely better than I was back then. Damn. Neil says, thanks, Curtis. He's out of the league now. Left after the 24 final when my wife and I had our child and I needed a job closer to home. Live on the Jersey Shore area. Now I'm a freelance for IHF, among others. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Congratulations on your wife, on your child. Doing something that made sense for the family. Now a freelancer for IHF, among others. That's beautiful, man. Well, I never played IHF, but if you ever want to do a story or anything, let me know. I'd love to collaborate, but that's awesome, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for the love. Sound like a fucking incredible dude. Goots says, will the book be sold in the U.S. and at a bookstore? I believe so, Goots. I believe so. I think we'll be getting it into bookstores, at least Amazon, and be sold in the U.S. at first, or my website. But eventually, yeah, I'm self-publishing. But hopefully if it does well, it'll get picked up by a publisher later. But I do think it'll be in some stores still, the way I'm publishing it. But that'll be all determined later, I'm sure. Sid, I'm not going to let people ruin that for me, so I'll play for fun with my dad and brother and pick up. Amen, Sid. You are so mature. You are a mature soul. You're like, you know what? I could play college hockey, and this is what I love, but it's not suiting me. I'm going to go not let this ruin the game for me. It helped me so much. It's so important. I'm going to go play with my brother and dad for fun. That's beautiful. I'm so impressed. We can learn a lot from Sid Wayne here, people. Where are you at, Sid? You're in Toronto, I think you said, right? Or where are you in again, Sid? I'm forgetting because we've been talking about your story so much. Corey says, Sid stepping away from that team might be the right call, but there are plenty of other opportunities out there. Amen. Great song choice. Eric loved the story. Let's go. Sid's much better now. Julian says, awesome, dude. You're dialed in, Julian. I appreciate the support, man. Hazing is a great example of how people pass down trauma. Amen. That's like parents passing down trauma to their kids. Amen. You're saying I played with Drama Boy Hughes? What are you talking about? I didn't play with Jack Hughes. I never played with Hughesy. I did not play with him, so you're making that up there, Leonard baby. Sid says, I work at a rink now, so I'm involved in hockey every day. Coaching is my true passion because I can make a difference for others. Beautiful, Sid. Sid, we need you on the stream all the time. You're bringing the love and light, girl. You're bringing that energy. I absolutely love it. You're bringing the positive vibes. You're bringing the right mindset. We need you around. This is amazing. This is amazing. We'll fill in for your freaking hockey team. We'll come into our locker room, girl. Let's go. This is the locker room for everybody. Corey says, as a goalie, I can always take the DG job. Nobody wants to mess with the goalie pregame. Oh, the DJ job. Nobody wants to mess with the goalie pregame. Amen. Where are you from, Sid? Toronto, Corey. Okay, so which college were you playing at, Sid? Which college in Toronto? But to answer your question, I work for NHL.com foreign language site as an editor. Oh, foreign language site. What language do you speak, Neil? Do you speak a different language or something? Sid says, my depression was 4 years ago and it helped me grow so much playing hockey. Wow, that's amazing. Hockey can do that. Such a great way to get around people, camaraderie, teamwork. Neil says, absolutely. I can DM you my number. On my own time these days, well, my son's, haha, but I have time and freedom to do a lot. Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. Yeah, send me a message. I love that you're on your son's time, man. You sound like a great dad. Corey says, Sid, you know who Paul Risen is? He's from the Toronto area and he's big in mental health sphere. If you ever need anything, I can get you guys hooked up. I'll be here more for sure. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for coming on the stream more, Sid. We need you here. We need you. Leonard, why are you talking about I played with Drama Boy Hughes? I did not play with Jack Hughes. Cut the crap. Cut the crap. Who else out there in Kickland? We got Linz and Lisa just enjoying the stream back in the background. I think I asked Linz about her courses, but maybe she's busy or doesn't have the time. But how's Lisa? How's it hanging? What are you guys doing over there? And then we got Cam and we got Jesse maybe in here too. Sid, I won't out my college, but it's in Etobicoke. Okay, I got you. I respect that, fella. So I respect your privacy. I got you. Well, damn. What brings you to the stream, Sid? What brings you on here? We haven't have you on before. What brings you out tonight? Julian says, when two enforcers are stretching and talking at the red line, what is usually said from your experience? Interesting question, Julian. All depends on the situation. It could be everything from... Whoa! New subscriber alert. Yep. We got a new subscriber alert on Kick. Thank you so much, fellow soul. Whoever that is, let us know. Let us know who's the new subscriber. But it all depends, Julian. It could be everything from the most goofy chat where you don't know the guy and you're just fucking around. It could be friends, another fighter you know. It could be a cordial, serious talk of like, hey man, like we going tonight? Do you need one? How's your team doing? Are you guys losing? Like, what do you need? Do you need a fight? Blah, blah, blah. It could be that kind of talk. I always really appreciated that kind of talk. Really. But then it could range obviously to the intense ones. It can range to fuck you matches that don't even look like they're fuck you matches because our body language is calm, but we're telling each other we're going to kill each other. That was less often. But then you have the ones where guys are, you know, pretty demonstrative and then you know it's kind of spicy. So it can be everything, man. I've had all different experiences, that's for sure. I would say for the most part, more on the cordial but spicy, like guys being nice, but it's still a little spicy. That's usually what I've had. Like a little bit like tense, you know? Brendan says, glad to hear you're doing better, Sid. She says, and thank you. I have a fantastic therapist who's been seeing for 7 years now, and she's the best. Amazing. Dialed in, Sid. Sid says about the stream, just saw it when I opened up IG, so I figured jump in and check it out. I was a fan of yours in Toronto. I admire your work ethic and game style. Oh, appreciate it. You like the physicality, eh? You like the fighting aspect. Like that style of game. Did you play that kind of role in women's hockey? I know there's not hitting in the open ice, but I believe there's hitting along the boards now, at least, excuse me, in the PWHL. But what about college? We got the new follower here, XQT. Follower here. I'm also new to watching hockey. My Jets are doing kind of bad. The Timbits teams make me smile. What's going on, brother? Okay, thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate you. You are new to hockey. Okay, so are you from the Winnipeg area? What brings you to hockey? Where are you living? Why are the Jets your team? And you're damn straight, they are terrible right now. And it's really tough to see with Jonathan Toews on the team and them not doing well, being President's Trophy winners last year. And then this, it's not good. It's not good. But the Timbits, they made me smile too, but it's a little bit of a bitter smile because they really should they be beating down each other like that? I don't think so. Leonard Baby thinks, oh, look at this, people. Leonard's got to change a tune in the TikTok. He goes, me and you got off on the wrong foot, I think. But hey, man, I enjoy what you say. You know what, brother? I appreciate that. I think we did get off on the wrong foot. I think you come in here with a pretty hot and heavy energy sometimes, brother. Where's that come from? Where's it come from? What's the change of tone now? Why are you coming with the kinder tone now? AutoZone Jones, you're a new guy. What's going on? Marley's Legend, he says. Namaste, brother. Namaste. I am Marley's Legend. 13 games, I guess. But I appreciate you saying I'm wise, Leonard Baby. I appreciate that, brother. Takes one to know one. Takes wisdom to know wisdom. Alan James says, what's your best experience playing for the Leafs? Loved your playing style. Oh, best experience playing for the Leafs was not playing for the Leafs. It was going up to Johnny Tavares' cottage. That was the best part of playing for the Leafs. The absolute best part of playing for the Leafs was signing and getting a text from John Tavares right away and getting invited up to his cottage with the boys. That's what it was all about, brother. That's what it was all about. Leonard Baby says he's a natural scrapper. I'm constantly fighting in the streets, bro. Well, you know what, brother? I'm not a natural scrapper. I've never been in a fight in the street. I've only been fights on the ice. So I don't condone you fighting in the streets. I don't sign off on that, brother. Violence is not the answer like that. Unless you're defending yourself, if you're going out looking for fights, I'm not co-signing that. I'm not okay with that, brother. I don't support that. No, I do not. What do we got? Corey says, what percentage of fights were pre-staged? Ooh, that's a good question, Corey. More than I'd like to admit. Especially in my early days when I was trying to make a name for myself, I had to just force fights. I had to get known. Out of my 137 fights, how many fights were pre-staged? You got to think at least like 70. I'm not going to lie. I'm not proud of that. I'm actually completely honest. I'm not proud of that at all. I'm not. I wish it wasn't that way. Sid, I wish I was more physical, but I'm pretty small. Haha. I tried to embody your work ethic. All my favorite athletes are hard workers. Well, no kidding, Sid. And if you're small, yeah, you got to be smart. You got to be smart out there. Girls get bigger. But you seem like you have such a good head on your shoulders, fellow soul. Like working with your therapist, stepping away when you need to. All your favorite athletes are the hard workers. Like you are tapped into the right stuff. You must have been raised right, girl. You must have had some good parents. Unless you were just super smart. Yeah, what position do you play, Sid? Literally every position, she says. Usually center, although I started as defense when I played boys hockey. Okay. You a little more on the hardworking defensive side then? Okay, Neil, hit me with the question, brother. Had a question I always wanted to ask you. Hit me with it, baby. Sid, you even dabbled in net. You literally did play all situations. My goodness. Leonard Baby says the fights off the ice come to him. I don't know about that, brother. With the way you come on these streams, I'm not buying that. And the kick stream, XQT, immigrating to Winnipeg next year. Just got back from a visit a few days ago and went to my second Moose game. I made a Panthers joke to some of the Jets players after their practice without realizing it. You made a Panthers joke without realizing it? What? This is interesting, my man. This is interesting. Where are you immigrating from to Winnipeg? Are you already in Canada? Are you in the US? Are you coming from overseas, different country? I'm curious, man. This is cool energy you're bringing in here. I'm very curious. And why'd you pick the Jets of all teams? My goodness. Oh, Leonard's saying, please don't get me angry now, bro. When I get angry, I look for fights to let off steam. Well, brother, I am doing nothing here to make you angry. If anything, you're just firing yourself up. So don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. You're in control of your own system. You're in control of your own emotions and feelings in your body. You can dial it back. Whoa, XQT's moving from Florida to Winnipeg. LOL. I told him sorry. We took your coach. Oh, you did make that joke then. Okay. So why are you moving from Florida to Winnipeg? Are you an American citizen? Are you a Canadian citizen? What's the reason for the move? And why Winnipeg? Sid says, I'm a hard back checker and playmaker. Rarely finish the play, but when I do, it's a good one. Haha. Oh, so when you do score, it's a nasty one, eh? Okay. I like your game, Sid. Hardworking, back-checking playmaker. More of a disher. I love it. I love it. Leonard says, don't push my buttons. Last warning. Brother, how is pushing your buttons saying I'm not pushing your buttons? Is that not the opposite of pushing your buttons? You're saying don't push the button. I'm saying, brother, I'm not trying to push your buttons. I love you, pal. You're kind of just cranking yourself up there. Neil says, his question, I went to the 13 draft in New Jersey with my mom and friend and remember a kid and his family in front of us waiting to get picked. Got picked around the 5th, 6th round by Minnesota. Family went crazy. Loads of happy tears. I think of that moment a lot. Great memory. It wasn't even my draft. Always wondered if that kid was you. Brother, it sounds like it was me. I was picked in the 3rd round, though. So maybe that's the differentiator. I was in the 3rd round. But let me describe where I was sitting. I was sitting near the top of the lower bowl, and to my right, down the other end of the rink, was the draft floor. So does that ring a bell, Neil? It was 3rd round I got picked. I was at the top of the lower bowl. To my right, all the way down to the other end was the draft stage and floor. Or the draft stage, sorry. That'd be pretty cool, though. We were both in the building that night, that's for sure. Sid says, and yes, my parents or grandparents are very successful and hardworking. Damn, Sid, you have got it dialed in. I'm sure you're so grateful to have such great people in your life. Wow, great family. Beautiful. Neil says, I have a video somewhere around. I'll try to dig it out. Okay, I would love to see that, brother. That'd be freaking awesome if you could dig that out. Why does everyone want to see me mad, says Leonard. But Leonard, I'm not, that's just not true, brother. AutoZone James, what was your favorite rink to play at? No doubt about it, even as a born and bred bleeding blue Newmarket, Ontario boy, Montreal. The Bell Center is by far the best place to play a hockey game in the world. Hands down, no doubt, no questions asked. The best ice, the best atmosphere, the best fans, the best frickin' electric energy. There's no doubt about it. Oh, Abduction Vibes is back. Abduction Vibes says, what do you think of the Olivier versus Reeves? He never took an elbow as the commentator stated. No, he didn't. Did you watch my fight review? I didn't. He did not take that elbow. He was already out. If it did, it just grazed him. So what happened was Olivier planted like 4 or 5 on him. The last 2, one hit in temple, and then he was half out, and then he got hit in the back of the ear, right behind the ear, and then he was out, and then that was Olivier just pulling his arm back where his forearm grazed his face. So that one didn't do any damage to me. I really zoomed it in. No way you're from Newmarket. AutoZone Jones, I am from Newmarket, Ontario, brother. I was born at Mulock. I was born at South Lake Hospital, Newmarket. I lived at Bayview and Mulock, and I then moved up to Green Lane and Yonge Street by Denison. Went to Denison High School. Ryan G, do you ever think back and think you retired a little early? I did not, brother. I had to retire. I cannot shoot the puck anymore. My wrist, see that right wrist? See how funky that is? That's a healthy wrist. That's not a healthy wrist. I would still be playing if I could, my man. I literally, you'll know why I can't play anymore from my book if you read it, okay? Really fucking didn't take care of it at all. You'll see. Abduction Vibes, exactly. A nice little bout. I went there too. AutoZone, you went to Denison, brother? Were you on the stream the other night? Or you just are new in tonight and said you went to Denison? Ryan G says, my fault. Wasn't aware of that. No mistake, brother. No worries. Some people aren't. Some people aren't. No harm, no foul whatsoever, brother. Okay, it's back in the kick strat here. Cam said there are strategies to become less triggered. Amen. XQT, American. My hubby lives up there. I know it's kind of bipolar going from eternal summers most of my life to bitter cold winters. Yeah, that is a little bit. Coming from the guy who's labeled with bipolar. You're giving up Disney for Winnipeg. Yep. Well, hey, that's what you do for love, XQT. That's what you do for love, and you're new to hockey, and I'm sure your man's a Winnipeg fan, so I love that. I love your reason for going up there. That's beautiful. Sid says, I've had so much success as a coach. I've gotten kids into the game and helped them find their place in the sport. That's made it all worth it. Amen, Sid. You are dialed, girl. Neil says, the one thing I remember is 3 or so rows in front of us were the Subban family. Does any of that ring a bell? No, sir. I do not remember seeing the Subban family in front of us. I definitely would have picked up on that for sure. So no. Sid, is Leonard just rage baiting? Leonard may just be someone who, experiences the world a little differently. I'm not entirely sure. No, my first time on your stream. Okay, I love that, AutoZone Jones. So you went to frickin' Denison High School. Are you kidding me? How old are you, brother? Hardy Thandy, you didn't play in the coast, but it's the gap between the ECHL and the NHL. Is the gap between the East Coast and the NHL as big as people think, or is it not? Yeah, I never played there, so you're right, I can't say anything about that. But from playing with guys in the summer, from East Coast guys in the summer, I would say the biggest differentiator from the leagues is the hockey IQ and the awareness, okay? Like, there's guys in the coast that can skate NHL fast, that can shoot NHL hard, that have these physical abilities. But it's up here that separates. It's the confidence. It's the emotional maturity a lot. Well, less that. More confidence and hockey IQ and then emotional maturity. I think that's what separates most. So there is a gap. Obviously less than the American League. But yeah, I would say there's a decent gap. NHL, AHL, yes. This guy says, where do show guys go out in Vancouver? I never went out there because I was only there twice, and both times there was no reason to, and I just fought Lucic the night before. I was tired and never really went out on the road, to be honest. Was it called the Roxy? I feel like the Roxy's the famous place in Van from what I've heard. Does that make sense? Something like that. AutoZone Jones 22. Okay, very nice, man. So you went to frickin' Denison. That's awesome. Roxy makes sense. Yeah, okay. I got Roxy right. Abduction Vibe says, how far are you from New Brunswick? I'm in Owen Sound, Ontario, brother. So I'm 3 hours northwest of Toronto. So I'm pretty far from New Brunswick. XQT says, my niece is huge on ringette. I never knew that was a thing before. Honestly, Executed, I didn't even know ringette was a thing either. Where I grew up, it was all hockey. I was like, what's this ringette shit? But pretty interesting sport. Yeah, I know, Sid. Some people are just like that, though, right, Sid? Some people just got some stuff going on, right? As we all have at some point. Who are we to judge? Austin Riggs, what's going on? Brendan, who knows? Probably just isn't in a good spot and feels like it's the way to vent or joke, I suppose. Amen, Brendan. Curtis, have you visited the new rink in Vaughan? I have not. Sid, is that the rink that Gary Roberts is opening with his new gym in it? I think I've seen videos about this. It looks freaking amazing. It's kind of got like this different name, but it looks amazing. I think that's the one you're talking about. Is that correct? I haven't been there, though. Susie was the 5th round pick that year. Oh, okay. Seuss. Maybe that was Seuss. Big Seuss. Carter Rice. Namaste, brother. How's it hanging? How's it hanging, brother? How you doing? Where are you tuning in from, Carter? That's where I work. Oh, nice, Sid. That's where you work. What's the name of that rink? What's the name of that place? No, we're talking about somebody else now, Leonard. We're talking about somebody else in this stream. Sid, it's named after this couple that was murdered in their home near my house. Oh my God. Wow. Honey and Berry Memorial. Yeah, you're right. Wow, okay, I'm not saying that's a bad name. I mean, that's very beautiful to honor them. I'm just, how did that come? I've never heard of a rink named after people who were, that happened to them. I've never heard that, man. Wow. Abduction Vibe says, I seen a league out of New Brunswick. A lot of top-tier players, senior mirror match Northmen. Oh, yeah, I've got asked a lot of times to play senior. I have no interest, brother. No interest. Carter says, out here in Ajax, my friend. Got a game of puck in about 20 minutes, actually. Let's go, baby. Big Monday night matchup. We got a bunch of people that got puck tonight. I love it. Good luck in your game, pal. We got 8 minutes left here, people. This has been flying by. We're having a lot of fun. We have a lot of different energy in here today. A lot of different people. I hope our brother who lost his, potentially his marriage today comes back on before we end. I know he's going for a shower, but Abduction Vibe says, why aren't you coaching? I am coaching, brother. I am coaching. I'm coaching different things, though. I'm not coaching hockey. I'm coaching life and sharing my experience and telling my story and helping people relate to the suffering that they're going through. So that's what I'm coaching, brother. AutoZone Jones, do you stream daily? 4 days a week right now, AutoZone Jones. Sunday through Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. So this is our second one of the week. We're going to 2 more this week. And then in the future, schedule is going to change. We're actually getting it on Zoom calls all together and talk. Sorry, I'm digging here, but you're a talent. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. I'm back. Just got spam called by her. People, he's back. Disciple Seaman's back, who's been dealing with the crazy situation today. He's back. Just got spam called by her. Okay, let's focus in here, brother. Let's focus on you the rest of the stream here. We got Executy saying, I think that's awesome of you. Glad I came in on the tail end of the stream to be able to follow you. You have a great vibe about you. Namaste, Executy. I appreciate you. You have a great vibe as well. I love that you're going up there for love with your man. You're making the change up to Canada. Welcome. Canada's a beautiful place. But Disciple Seaman, man, why is she spam calling you? Is she thinking that you shouldn't have left or got into the hotel? Oh, you guys have a child together. Alan James says, definitely a great vibe here. Amen. Let's turn the vibe onto Disciple Seaman here, people. Let's turn the vibe all on Disciple Seaman, okay? That's his handle here. He says he would have already blocked his wife who's spam calling her, but they have a child together, so he can't do that. He would have already do it. He's saying he has a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old. Abduction Vibe says, I should be in the movies in Hollywood. You have an agent? No, I don't have an agent, brother. I'm not looking to be an actor in Hollywood. I'm trying to do my thing, but I appreciate the love. But is your 6-year-old a son, a daughter, brother? And I totally get that. If she had done this and you guys didn't have a child, it would be like, you need that space for a couple days at least to just feel into what's going on and really show her how upset you are. Have I ever dealt with this before? A boy, oh, that's beautiful. You have a son, man. How you handle yourself in this situation is your son's going to look back on it. So another reason. Thank you for the subscriber. Namaste. I appreciate you. Let's go. But Disciple Seaman, another reason. Another reason to even feel into this and model how to handle this situation as best as possible for your 6-year-old son, because this is always going to be something he looks back on, right? I can honestly say when my parents split up, I didn't even notice a thing. They handled it so well. It didn't even affect my childhood. They split up at 6, and at 8, I didn't even care. I thought it was just like I hang out with my parents on different days. It was all good. Have a great night, Abduction Vibes. Have a great night. But no, I've told you that one experience I've had when I was in junior. I thought I was about to date a girl, and she was all into me. She said, and I was honestly head over heels for her. And then she just like overnight just started dating, like full on dating some other dude. Like became his girlfriend and told me and texted me, and it felt like somebody stuck a knife in me. But that is not the same experience of having an 11-year relationship, a 7-year marriage with a son, brother. It's just not. So I'm feeling into this hard for you right now. Look, we got somebody in the stream here says, I've been in that situation with the child in the middle. At first there was a grudge, but down the road we ended up co-parenting. My son is happy just to play video games and chat on Discord with his dad. We both grew over the years. You hear that? This can work out, man, but it's painful right now. It's painful right now. It's painful. Brock, namaste, Brock. How you doing, brother? We got a brother going through something. I know Brock's also going through something very heavy and serious in his life, but we also got Disciple Seaman Brock had his wife cheat on him today. He found out, and he's in a hotel. He's got a 6-year-old son. He's going through it, my man. He's going through it. She doesn't deserve. Well, that's where it gets a little dicey, right? Disciple Seaman saying that she doesn't deserve your son. I mean, I know the pain's strong right now, but I think we got to sit on those kind of judgments right now. We got to sit on those judgments and not rush to conclusions, right? Things are going to work themselves out here. Time's going to pass. We're going to get a little clearer. So we got to maybe not jump to those conclusions that she doesn't deserve him. She hurt you, though. And I'm not discounting that she hurt you, okay? I'm not discounting that. Sid says, try your best to be there for your son. You may not get along with your ex-wife, but this is your chance to set an example. Amen. Amen. So stay off the sauce, brother. All I can say. See, Brock just says stay away from any kind of drugs or stay away any kind of booze when you're going through this time. I know that's kind of the inclination of human beings when we're suffering to go to something, but try to lean into it. That's amazing to hear. You're always sober, brother. That's amazing to hear. That's amazing to hear. I love to hear that, brother. Donnie Berger, favorite NHL road city? New York City, probably. I had the most fun probably in New York City, playing with the Devils, but also traveling there. Disciple Seaman says, I'd probably do a couple lines later, but that's all to negate the pain. Okay, wow. That's definitely a drug. Okay. I wouldn't recommend that, brother. Just brother to brother. Fellow soul to fellow soul. I wouldn't recommend that because things can get off the rails, maybe literally off the lines of the rails. If that's what you're going to do to negate the pain, I'd rather have you do that than do anything else to yourself worse than that, though. I want you safe. I want you safe, brother. So I definitely don't condone the lines, but I definitely want you safe. That's all I can say, brother. No medical advice here. Just love. Just love and light from everybody. Just love and light for everybody. Yeah, I hope he's kidding too. I hope you're kidding too there, Disciple Seaman. I don't think lines are going to help. I mean, my brother did a line of coke one time, and he said he never would do it again. It scared the shit out of him how powerful that shit is and how much he was craving it after. I do it sometimes. Well, brother, I wouldn't say this is the time to do it. Let's look at this. If your son in high stress more, I get that. I get that you do it in high stress moments, but what if your son was there? Would your son want you doing that right now? Would you want your dad doing that right now? I understand it helps you calm down. It's better than you doing anything dangerous to yourself. There's no doubt about it. I'd rather you do that than be a danger to yourself or others, but you can start to be a danger to yourself or others doing that. And never around him, I know, but I think as parents, I think as people, we should always try to live like I try to live like my mom's always watching me. We should always try to live like our son or our most cherished person's watching us. Would our actions line up to their standard? You know, would that be something that you'd be proud of? Would your son be proud of that? Would you want your dad doing lines when he's having a tough time? Look at 5 Minute Major here. Sober 15 years. Best thing I did. No reason to be doing that, brother. No reason to be doing that, I don't think. So, Disciple Seaman, if you want, brother, get on Instagram or TikTok. Send me a message. Send me a message, man. We got to circle up around you right now. You're going through it, and I feel for you, brother. I feel for you. But that's 2 hours, people. We're at 9 minutes on the stream. We got Executy saying here before we go, some doors close so other opportunities can present themselves. Better to be out of a toxic relationship to make room for a healthier one. Amen. See, Disciple Seaman, your father was an alcoholic. Did you want your dad to be an alcoholic? Did you want him to deal with shit every time he had a tough time to go booze up? No, exactly. Thank you. I appreciate you resonating with that. I appreciate you saying that you feel that that's correct. Lean into that, brother. Send me a message instead. I'd rather you send me a message than doing lines of coke, brother. Okay? Send me a message. Exactly, Sid. How would you feel if your son... How would you... Sid said in the chat, to add on to that, how would you feel if your son turned to drugs to deal with his stress because you did? Right? We wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that. Look at Jen. Gen X67 just talking to his daughter about me. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So we're leaning into that, okay? Keep in mind, you wouldn't want your son turning to drugs when he's going through something. You wouldn't want your dad, who did turn to alcohol when he's going through something, okay? Okay? Hold strong. This is a growth opportunity for your Disciple Seaman. You're not in the situation where you did the hurting. You're hurt right now, and you got to be aware of that, and we got to lean into that, okay, brother? We got to lean into that. Send me a message if you need. Okay, people, we're going to shut it down here. Sid says if he sees that's how you handle it, he might do the same. Amen. Our kids soak up everything we do, people. Understood, Disciple Seaman. Understood. Okay, this is beautiful. Everybody, great job circling up around Disciple Seaman. Brother, thank you for coming in and sharing what you're going through. That's the point of this stream, people. We're here for love and light. We come in to tap into the love and light when we need it. Yes, we celebrate the wins. We celebrate the great things going on, but we need to tap in and circle up around our people. We need community in these tough times when we're going through shit, okay? You have a lot of people on Instagram rooting for you here, praying for you, thinking about you. People in the Kick chat, okay? We are here for you, brother. We are here for you. Have a great night, everyone. Great stream. Everybody who was here for the first time tonight, we'll be back tomorrow, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, also Wednesday. Sid, thank you for your energy. Corey Katina, Neil, Disciple Seaman, even you, Leonard Baby, X-Cutie, Cam Scully, Lisa and Lynn's out there. Thank you so much, fellow souls. I love you so much. Hold on to that love and light tomorrow. Brendan, fucking A, brother. Have a wonderful night, brother. Get in that meditation, people. Get in that meditation. Get on a streak in our broadcast channel. Let's go. We do the work on ourselves as an offering to ourselves and all of us around us, okay? Let's take it out to a fucking jam. You people got me fired the fuck up. Fired the fuck up, man. God, I love my people. I love people. What am I going to play here? Let's go.
You can't break my heart because I was never in love.
Woo! Taking it out.
You can't break my heart because I was never in love.
Disciple Seaman, send me a message. I'll see you tomorrow if you can on the stream.
You can't break my heart because I was never in love. Never in love.